Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. We've got baseball on the show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against Chinese Taipei. Well, Singy, we get to see the most powerful hitter in the league in this one. He's got home run power, baby.
Who doesn't like bombs, Boog? This guy has wowed the crowds all season. Yeah, get your popcorn ready.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about set to go. And today's starter, Yu-Min Lin. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Brendan Donovan, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That one missed.
That's in.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Checks over to first. Back safely. Wynn launched a homer in his most recent game. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Donovan gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Stays alive.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
And here it comes.
Ball.
In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner at first with no outs here. That's to third. On to second. They get one, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And up next for St. Louis, Ivan Herrera, 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. The throw to first, and that is the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. And we're back. And on the mound today, Paul Blackburn.
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win. And really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the second baseman, Sung Chae Cheng. And that misses. And that is ball one. That one ripped. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Now the number 2 hitter, Sung. Just missed. Pickoff throw, and he's back in easily. And that one is lifted in the air. Donovan under it. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
When you're already in scoring position, if you decide to tag, you really want to be more than 100% confident that you can make it safely to third, because otherwise you take a potential run scoring opportunity off the board. Great throw to third.
Here's some real power at the plate. Yu Chang blasted a solo homer yesterday. The only run they were able to score. That's in there. And it's 0-1. And strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
2 down, nobody on. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a man on base to start the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. Pitch is in there, and that is strike 1. Fought off foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swings through it for the K. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Here's the Cardinal DH, Pedro Pajes. And ball 1. Contreras stands at first with 1 out. Out towards right center field. Bench on his way over. He's got it. 2 away now.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And first offering is fouled off. Line drive and foul ball. Got it. And that will end the inning. So 1 left for the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the power speed combo. Lynn. And a foul ball. Hit on the ground to the right side. Sajazi fires to first on the run. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
It's good hustle. And when you're talking about an emerging leader on a team, those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example, you know, game in, game out.
Here's a big power threat. Hao-Yu Lee.
He's struggled to make contact lately, averaging 2 strikeouts per game over his last 5.
That's low. That's
In the dirt, blocked.
Boog, the runner at first, needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Scott pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. And here's the first baseman. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That one's back there. And it is gone. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. You're clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Now it's going to be Chen. First offering misses badly for ball 1. That one is absolutely belted. And in one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Now it's the shortstop, Chang.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
There's a strike. Man at second. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Next offering is in for a strike. One away with a runner at third here in the second game of the series. Swings and misses, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Lyle Lynn, the next to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off. Lynn wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. This to third. Walker. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. back here in Queens. All set for the start of the inning. Now up for St. Louis, number 19. That one the other way. Handles, throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Victor Scott now at the plate. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So now back to the top of the order.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Swing and a ground ball. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting,
Mason Wynn getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
That one fouled off. Scott on third with 2 out. Fouled off down the right side. Two outs. Fights it off. He'll see another. To third. Out number 3. So one hit is all they get. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. The All-Stars with the lead 2-0. Set for the bottom of the third. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Sung-Chae Cheng. Blackburn back to work. Strike one.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Out to center. Settles under this one. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. So digging in, Sung. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Sung measures 6 feet even, batting second in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 4th round. In 2021, swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It gets down, a base hit.
And for him, that's 2 solid weeks with a hit in every game. I mean, he's run his hitting streak to 14, and let me tell you, that's no easy task. This guy's grinding out at bats. He's figuring out ways to put the ball in play and just as well do it with some authority.
So, man aboard, Yu Chang digs in now. Late swing fouled off. Chang with a homer in his last game. In the air, right field. Scott sizes this one up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. At the plate, Lynn reached on an infield single his first time. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And there's a ball.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That K is his third of the game. Back here at Citi Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Ivan Herrera. A little bit low.
That's the ball low.
Next pitch is outside. And another ball.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3-1.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Count's full.
Into center. Ramirez on the move. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Contreras stands in now and watches strike one.
No balls, one strike.
Swings through that one for strike two.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Just dropped it in there on the top of the strike zone. Certainly not what he was trying to do with that curveball by any means. But at the plate, you could tell he wasn't expecting it either. I'd say he got away with the big-time hanger on that one.
So up next, Jordan Walker. First offering, and it just misses. 2 outs, base is empty. Pitch misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. On the ground. In plenty of time to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, and they're down 2-0. And we're back, ready to go, bottom 4. And now it's going to be how you lead. And first offering is fouled off. That one blasted deep to right. That's got a chance. Out of here. He'll touch them all. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Look, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And now the first baseman, he's already homered in this game. Rip towards third. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Number 25.
Now Chen.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
That's in there. Strike one. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And there's a foul ball. Swung on, belted. Back there. And gone. He sends it out of here. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 4-0.
Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Base is empty, one away. Chang will hit next. He was a strikeout victim his first time. There's a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. And that's a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Kyle Leahy preparing to come on if needed. Liberator, the lefty, warming up as well. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And he hits a ground ball right side, makes the sliding stop, and they get the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent, the arm strength was there, and of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Lyle Lynn, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Pedro Pajes. A little bit low, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Cards, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Late on that fastball.
2-1's the count.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. The other way, makes the catch, 1 down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Sajazi now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Next offering is in for a strike. Line drive. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, number 19.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Whips it to first on the run. In time. Got him. Redbirds down quietly. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Kyle Leahy on to pitch out of the pen here.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Up the middle, and no one can get there. So digging in, Sung. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Wide throw, and it gets away.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
That one misses.
That's a ball.
Ball 1.
Well, these players digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
And it's caught for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Yu Chang, the next to hit. He's one of the best players in the game. And that one fouled off. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
No ball.
Love to
2
see
strikes.
it. Power versus power right there.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
In the air, left field, Donovan. Nabs it, and that is that. Back here in Queens, and stepping in is the speedy Victor Scott. Lynn back to work.
Ball outside.
Scott goes 5 feet 11 inches, 190 pounds, and he's usually in center, but today starting in right. He doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-0.
Well, less responsibility for him today, making the move from being the captain of the outfield to moving to right field. So he can let his center fielder take those balls in the gap and kind of like a little day off.
That misses the zone. 3-1 now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So the batting order turns over. Now the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. This one popped up. Williams puts it away, and there's one away. And now the shortstop, Mason Wynn. 0 for 2 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Next pitch is downstairs. Scott at first, one gone. Foul ball. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, double play. And the inning is over. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Chinese Taipei on top here, 4-0. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
How you lead.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. Ground ball left side. Over to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting number 39.
So up next, number 39. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
And that is out of play. 1 out, base is empty. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Gets under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Chen. He's already homered here in this one. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. And it's fouled away.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
And there's a hit. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
2 outs, runner at first. Chang now at the plate. And that misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
The shortstop takes a ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a foul out of play. That one fouled off. 2-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Back here at Citi Field. And here is Ivan Herrera. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Close, but called a ball. And the count is 1-1. And that one is in for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. went right after him with that two-strike pitch as he continues to roll on the mound.
Yeah, he's not out there trying to nibble at all. He is attacking the strike zone, and I think when your confidence builds as the start goes on, still putting up all zeros on the scoreboard, it gives you a lot of confidence that you can really continue to go after these hitters. And that wasn't the best pitch for the strikeout there, and he'd probably admit that, but he got it by him.
And first offering is fouled off.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They're down 4-0. New arm of the mound for the Cardinals, Ryan Fernandez. He last pitched 2 days ago. Lyle Lynn getting ready to hit.
Number 27.
Fought off foul. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Right side, hard hit. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Sung Chae Cheng.
Next to hit, Sung Chae Cheng. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
One down, base is empty. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Bunting for a hit. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
So a man at first. Sung digs in now. 1 for 3. In for a strike. Good slider.
0-1.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Cheng, the runner at second with one away. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Nice, doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone, so as a hitter you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
And now Yu Chang, 0 for 3 in this one. Out to short. Zips it to first. Inning over. We're at the top of the 8th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Pedro Pajes. That one's in there. That's strike one.
No ball, 1 strike.
Still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point,
drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Around first, digging for two. The relay, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And up next for St. Louis, Thomas Sajazi. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move.
Now pitching.
New pitcher on now, Sung.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And that drops in for a strike. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this.
He's in there. Here's the center fielder.
Number 19.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
Just missed.
Ball.
On the ground to third,
foul.
and that's just foul. That one to first. Not in time. He legs it out. So digging in,
Now
Victor
batting
Scott.
right fielder, Victor Scott II.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn two, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get two and end up with nothing.
1-1.
And that's outside. Runners at the corners, one away. And we're in the top of the eighth. On the ground, could be two. Chang to second, and it's a double play to end the inning. So a leadoff double, but they can't cash it in. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The All-Stars have the advantage, 4-0.
Now pitching for
Back
St.
now,
Louis.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Matthew Liberator.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Late on that fastball.
0-2.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Next is the designated hitter, How You Lee. High fly ball, right field. Scott makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting number 39.
And here's the first baseman. That one the other way. Gets it to first, and that'll do it. And we're back. All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. That's down and in.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Towards first, and that chance handled. Steps on first for the out.
Up next for the Cardinals, shortstop Mason Wynn.
He's 2 outs away. Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
1 ball,
Sung,
no strike.
a 6-foot righty, just 21 years old. He joined the team as a free agent.
Right through there for a strike.
The Cardinals down by 4 here at the top of the ninth. And that's a base hit.
Now batting, catcher Ivan Herrera.
Now here is Ivan Herrera. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. And that's the ball game.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice double play. You always love when you can get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for this team today.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.